Am I at the right place? Let me check my volume. Hey, I'm at the right place. What is going on, everybody? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to tonight's edition of the Daily Exchange with Tropical Tim in the Philippines. I like to say hello to everybody who's here right now, but I'm not going to say hello individually. You know, do the normal introductions and greetings and things like that. You all know that I appreciate you all being here, and very happy and delighted that you're here. We have a slightly different twist to tonight's stream, and it's going to be a little different to the point where I'm not going to read anyone's comments, but you're all welcome to continue and talk to each other and comment and carry on the way we normally do. But I am going to be blind to what you're all doing. I don't know, maybe I might catch myself reading one or two, I don't know, but that's not my goal. So appreciate that for what it is. It's just going to be me, it's going to be a single transmission. I'm going to communicate and you're going to listen. So whatever you all say and whatever you all do, that's fine. So a couple ground rules for tonight's special edition of the Daily Exchange is please don't drop anyone's name. I'm going to be educating everybody tonight about what it feels like to be let down on YouTube. In the whole scheme of things, this could be construed and viewed as nothing more than schoolyard, grade school, childhood crap. And I'm the kind of person that I ignore stuff like that. I just move on from it. I don't care about it. It doesn't do nothing for me. I leave it alone. And even if somebody, chastises me or whatever, I got thick skin. It doesn't bother me. Okay. So that being said, in these couple particular cases, I was extremely let down, I guess is a good way to put it. I was really let down. And when I viewed the overall scope of the people involved, that's when I kind of had to draw the line in the sand and say, I think enough is enough. Sometimes you have to defend yourself. There's even a verse out of the Bible that speaks to that. You can only take so much as far as how people are, kind of quietly and secretly going around and doing different things. And you can move past it. It's not a big deal. It's not going to hurt you. The sun is still going to come up. You're still going to be breathing. Life goes on. The beer is still flowing. It doesn't really matter. But in some cases, it does matter. And today I'm going to demonstrate and teach you all about why it matters and how you can respond or react to it. And everyone's got their own way of looking at it. It really doesn't matter. So we're going to get off into it here. I want to first read you a passage about what it means to not retaliate, but to stand up for yourself. Listen to this. When the enemy roars at you, sometimes the best thing to do is ignore it. Don't pay it any attention. But there are times you need to roar back at him. When those threats come loud in your thoughts, answer back boldly what God says. When the thought roars, when the thought roars and says this, you'll never get over this sickness. Roar back. I will live and not die. The number of my days God will fulfill. When he roars, meaning the enemy, you can't accomplish your dreams. You don't have the talent. Roar back. Whatever I touch prospers and succeeds. Goodness and mercy are following me. So what that passage really means is, sometimes you have to stand up and take a stand for yourself or for others or for good cause or whatever that might be. whatever that might be. This particular evening, I thought about long and hard. I talked it over with my wife, and we just weren't pleased with some of the behaviors of others in the YouTube community. And we all see a lot of chicken shit crap, you know, this, that, and the other, and you know, whatever. You know, adults move past it, it's no big deal. I'm going to tell you a story of something that just recently happened and took place. So, little over a week ago, my wife was on her channel, Asawa Kano 38, and she was doing her Ladies Live episode, okay? She's a young YouTuber. She's just starting out, no big deal. And she went on there, and you know, it's a show where the ladies are invited up into the StreamYard panel so they can cackle, you know, hen cackle and talk and do whatever they're doing. No problem, no problem. So she had her show, everything was done and fine. When it was over, because I'm in the background and I'm greeting people kind of to help her out so she can focus on who's in her panel, and I'm saying hello to everybody and things like that. So when she was winding up, I secured my phone, put it away, and I was hungry. So I went to the kitchen and I'm starting to get, you know, look around and dig through the refrigerator, seeing what I want to eat. And I asked her, did she want something to eat? But she had a late breakfast, so, and she was still drinking coffee, so she wasn't ready to actually have anything to eat. Okay. That being said, when her stream was over, she said her goodbyes, yada yada. She was still sitting on the couch and surfing around her phone, and she just said, you know, oh, this person is on. And the person that she's referring to is this other particular individual's wife. They both have a channel, and her channel, her stream is on at the same time as my wife's. No problem. My wife finished up early, and this channel happened to be, I guess it was still continuing. So my wife wanted to go over and greet her and say hello, as she has done in the past. Now, she doesn't talk to the main individual that is the focus of this group tonight. So I'm over there in the kitchen, and we've got it on speaker because that's normally how we play people's live streams if we're watching together or whatever, and we just put it's on speaker. So she had it on a speaker because she's getting up and she's moving around doing a couple things. I think she went in there and said her hellos and whatever. A couple people greeted her, she greeted them back, no big deal. Well, a little bit along the way, lo and behold, my name was mentioned. And I thought, oh, somebody calling me or want to say hi to me? Or I thought maybe somebody, I wasn't paying attention to the conversation, but I thought maybe somebody was asking her how I was doing. Someone in this particular stream that I'm referring to. So I come over and I pick up her phone and I'm looking, and I don't see anything. I really don't see anything. I said, well, I don't know why my name was mentioned, because I heard my name on the speaker. That's the only thing that caught my ear because I was unfocused. And so I scroll backwards and I'm looking for any content of, is someone trying to shout me out or say hello or just whatever. And as I'm listening to the conversation going on in the stream, the two hosts, because they're together, much like Ray and I are when they're running a show, they were berating and calling out in a female, because they were referencing her, she, like that. So they were talking about a specific female that they didn't like, and they were telling everybody about bad things she allegedly did.
I'm putting this down so everybody stay in, or they're not going to see it.
Yep. My wife was just talking to me. So I don't know who they're talking about, but they're carrying on a conversation, and they're talking about this person, this female YouTuber, in somebody else's stream allegedly said some bad things, name calling, this, that, and the other, to regulars that go to these people's live stream. Okay, I didn't know who they're talking about, but now I'm kind of engaged a little bit and I'm following along. They don't know I'm there because I'm on her phone. They know she's there. And as it goes, so I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out. Like who are they talking? Who's this person? Of course, we all want to know, you know, so we can avoid this kind of person. If this is true or if it's possible, whatever, you know, if you can get some inside information on, well, who are they talking about? So the conversation's continuing, and they're all taking jabs at her. Or, you know, and again, at this point, I still don't know who they're talking about. So they're continue on with their conversation, and a couple of the people in the room, one person in particular said he knew who she was because others were groping. There were some people in their live stream that were groping. Who you guys talking about? And one person said, I know who she is. And the host said, yeah, I know you know who she is. Yeah, she's real bad. We blocked her. We screenshotted her. We deleted everything from her. She's real bad. She goes and tries to control everyone's live stream or channel or whatever. And I'm just sitting there kind of like, who are they talking about? I have no idea. Because I don't normally follow this person's channel, this couple's channel. I don't. I used to, but I don't. So a few more texts were going by, and then that same person that says, I know her, said, she's all over Tim's channel. Now I'm really interested, like, guess what's racing through my head? I'm like, who are they possibly talking about? And as soon as the host got to that line in the text, the host read it and said, she's all over Tim's channel. Yeah, she loves Tim. You're right. She absolutely loves Tim. She is all over Tim's channel. She loves Tim. All right. So at this point, I still don't know who they're talking about. A little bit more chat takes place. And then out of the blue, when him and his wife are bantering back and forth, still berating this girl, which I have no knowledge of what happened, what transpired, when it happened. None. I could care less. I'm just kind of interested in who is all over my channel that is this bad person. Could be anybody. I get a lot of women that come to my channel. And I've never seen any bad ones, so for the life of me, I could not figure out what the heck was going on. And then out of the blue it comes. There's no name dropping, but now all of a sudden we know who it is because the host, the male host of this couple's channel says, love, love, love. Y'all know her. So I kept my composure, but I probably was very red-faced at the moment. And here's the reason I was red-faced. Not because of the accusations that they were leveling against this girl, because I have no proof of that, I couldn't validate whether it's true what they were saying or not. I don't know. I'm in the dark about it. The fact that they drug my name and now I figured out who it was. Here you got two people, the host and one of his ass-neck cronies that were just flat out lying. They're flat out lying. And they're part of the 3U. They come from the University of Stupid. And in that particular case, this is what they were. They were uninformed. They were uninformed. Why were they uninformed? Let's discuss that. The person that they're referring to, who I figured out, because they didn't drop her name, but they said, love, 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 which is as good as dropping a name. They insisted that she's all over my channel and she loves me to death and this, that, and the other. And I was like, really? Okay. So, If she's all over my channel, I have up to that point, up to that LS that I was looking at, I have done probably a little bit more than 60 live streams since I started doing live streams. This person they're talking about has not been there that often. As a matter of fact, when I contacted her and asked if she was aware of this, I told her, I says, I don't want to know what happened. I don't want you to defend yourself. I don't need to know any of that. I don't care about any of that. But I do want to ask you this. How many of my live streams have you been to since I started going live? And she thought for a moment, and she said, maybe 2, maybe 3. And I was like, that's exactly right. And I'm going to tell you why. Because of time zones. I go on 7 p.m. at night. When I'm on, she's sleeping. It's 2 in the morning where she lives. So I don't expect her to be here. I don't expect a lot of people to be here just because of time differences. We all have those. We all know this. You can't have everyone. There's live streams I want to go look at, but I can't unless I want to watch the replay because I'm snoring. I'm asleep. So these 2 individuals are insisting that she's all over my channel, all over me, loves me, all this other crap, but yet in over 60 LSs, she's probably stopped by 2 or 3 times. That's it. And I got her to say that before I even told her that. Here's the next part of it. These ass necks, they themselves have hardly ever been into my stream. The one that said she's all over Tim's channel, he's been by, 5 times or less out of 60 plus live streams. And when he comes, he usually comes right when we're saying goodnight. The time zones are exactly 12 hours apart. When it's in there, it's 7 a.m. there. When I've got I'm 1 hour into my stream, it's 8 p.m. here, it's 8 a.m. there. And I'm okay with that. I don't hold that, I don't begrudge that, nothing. People have a life, they're still sleeping or working or whatever. I don't really care. When he came by, I said, hello, hey, nice to see you. We're signing off or whatever. Maybe 5 times. And I don't think it's been that many. I'm just saying. The host of the show has been in my stream maybe the same amount of times. Anywhere from 3, 4, 5. Not much. Comes in for like 2 minutes and leaves. So now let's get to who some of these people are. And we're not going to drop names. But we are going to identify you. And the problems that you have. Because you said love to identify a person. I'm going to identify you as hello. You piece of shit. You know that? And I'm going to show and demonstrate to you why he is that. The other person who said she's all over my channel, and these guys got proof. They've been in every one of my live streams, and they've seen her in every one of my live streams. Apparently, they're well informed because they've been in every one of my streams. Bullshit. They're uninformed. And to talk about somebody on a live stream like that, I don't care if it's true. If it's true, that's fine. I'm not here defending the girl. She's going to fight her own battles. It's not up to me. But to publicly bring somebody out and chastise them like that on your live stream, what good? Who does that? Who does that? I don't understand. And when you do that, that makes you uneducated. You are uneducated. The person who insisted that she's all over my stream, I'm not going to say his name. I'm just going to say, get with the program. You hook neck slap ass piece of crap. Really? Really? You've been to every one of my live streams, both of you, and you know she's all over my channel, all over me, everything, right? You know this. You know this because you've been in every one of my streams and you've seen her, obviously, that she's been all over my channel. She loves Tim. Man, she loves Tim. Oh my gosh. Really? Are you kidding me? Number one, you're not qualified because you've only been to my stream 3 to 5 times yourselves, right? And if you were at my streams more, let's say even 30 times out of 60 plus live streams I've done, you would know whether you could make that statement or not because you would never have seen her. Never. Rarely. 3 times, 2 or 3 times she's been out of 60 live streams? Really? So, you know, I would have been all right if they would have continued on berating this girl. I wouldn't have had any issue with it. And I would have viewed it as, you got an issue with her, you take it up with her. No problem. It's not my business. I didn't hear about it. I don't know about it. Nothing like that. So I would have left it alone. But when you drug my name through the mud, I'm going to tell you why they did. Because they're butthurt. They are butthurt. They must be. Because I have flip-flopped my schedule from doing strictly PM live streams to some daytime live streams. And I went into some of their time zones. It ain't your time zone. Kiss my ass. Not even close. Nobody owns a time zone. Doesn't matter what time zone you go into, somebody else is already going to be live streaming there. You don't own crap. Do you understand me? Hello, hello, hello? You ignorant, pompous ass? Really? Really? You own that time zone? No. And the sad part of it is, get with the program. I was going to reach out to him and say, hey, look, I'm going on Tuesdays. I know you're on at 8. I'm going to watch you from 8 to 5 to 9, and then I'm going live at 9 because I'm trying to go up against somebody totally different. We decided a long time ago before we started doing lives that eventually we would do daytime lives and maybe throw in a nighttime one because we know that works out best for our schedule. That works out best for us. It was just a matter of time. But during a lockdown, the PM time slot just seemed to work for us. It seemed logical. It was no big deal. It was no big deal. But he never gave me an opportunity to reach out and tell him that. Yeah? All right. Yeah, they know it all. They know it all. Again, I'm not here defending the girl. That's not my job. She has to defend herself. A, because I have no knowledge of whatever they claim to happen, allegedly. I don't know if that happened or not. I can't say it did. I can't say it didn't. I wasn't there. It's not my place to talk about that. But when you say that she's all over my channel, all over my... I wish she was, and she will be now, because we're connected, but we're not bosom buddies on YouTube or anything. But she's going to be here more often now because I'm in a better time zone for her now doing AM streams. I'm going to lose a couple people for my nighttime. I'm going to gain a couple for my daytime. That's just pure logic. There's nothing difficult to figure out about this crap. It's real simple. But see, these are people that engage their mouth before their brain. And they're idiots. They're just idiots. But for a lot more reasons, especially hello, hello, hello. Say, I'm not dropping nobody's name, right? I'm not, love, love, love. Peace out. And we'll uncut the pot. I guess that's what we're doing, everything by code now, right? So, hello, hello, hello. You attack somebody in public on your own channel. Really? What was the purpose of that? I mean, if you got an issue with someone, reach out to them or, leave it alone. Leave it alone. But you're not good at that, are you? You're not very good at that. And I can demonstrate why you're not good at that. Here's another time that followed shortly after this. Ray and I, we went out and did one of my walkie-talkies. That's why I walk and I talk and I vlog. It's a live, on foot or whatever, on the go. Many of you have seen it, and they're turning out really good. I'm very happy with them because I'm getting really good positive feedback. I'm still working on it. This is something I wanted to do before the lockdown because that's when I got my phone and that's when I got my mobile internet hooked up. And I was just getting ready to go out and be a mobile vlogger on the go, and the lockdown happened. Okay, no problem. So now that they've loosened it up a little bit, I've been going out and doing my walk and talks, my walkie-talkies. Well, last Tuesday, Ray and I went out and we didn't walk and talk. I grabbed one of those little electric tuk-tuks and we negotiated with the guy, hey, we want to go around, but we want you to stay with us and take us different places. And we ended up going to where we set out to do. Amongst other things, we went to immigration, Bureau of Immigration, right here in Intramuros, not too far from us. I can walk there. She can't. So we get there. Why? Here's the reason. We were in ECQ, Enhanced Community Quarantine. Now we're in MECQ, Modified Enhanced Community Quarantine. We didn't know. We wanted to check, did the clock start ticking? Because any foreigners that had visa issues when the lockdown went into place couldn't do anything, right? Couldn't do anything. But they said once the quarantine is lifted, you have 30 days to come and fix your visa issues. No problem. But because we moved from ECQ to MECQ, a slight downgrade, I looked online, we tried a couple phone calls, we couldn't see any, we got nothing else better to do. We wanted to get out, get some fresh air, so we went over there to the Bureau of Immigration. Guess what? They were open. Much to our surprise, like, whoa, they're open. Don't believe me? Go watch my live stream from last Tuesday. Not just past Tuesday, the Tuesday before that, the 19th, I believe. She went in there. I went and sat down. I turned the camera around and put it on me and pulled my mask down, drinking some of my ice water, whatever. She goes in there, asks some questions, comes back out, and she says, okay, here's the deal. We're still good. We're still under the quarantine as far as the 30-day timer has not started, so we don't have to fix our visas yet. We're still good. When they lift it more, we'll find out, and then we got 30 days from that. Okay, cool, no problem. Then she said she forgot something. She went back in there and asked a second question. That one had no pertination. That had no effect to anybody, me, whatever. She goes, no, I just went and asked them about our plane tickets or something like that. It was off the wall. I'd have to rewatch my own replay, right? So we're done. I'm actually there reading stuff on the side of the wall, papers about everything that's going on black and white while I'm videoing it. So we're done. We go across the street because there's a Starbucks. She wants to get a frappe. Great, let's go get one, or whatever she gets, I forget. So we go in there. She goes in there. I'm afraid because it's like a basement, a step down kind of Starbucks. She's in there getting her frappe or whatever she got, and I'm out there still vlogging, talking to my chat room, my guests. And just as she comes out, one guy asks me, hey, do you know if foreigner expats can fly into Manila if they're married to a Filipina by themselves? Can an expat fly into the Philippines by themselves if they're married to a Filipina? I said, man, I don't know. Tell you what, let's go find out. So we go back across the street. She goes back into immigration, passes through the guards, gets her purse looked at, all that. She goes in there and asks and comes out and says, yes, they can, but they're going to have to go through all the quarantine stuff. Oh, I forgot. The thing she went back in there and got the information she got was, there's nothing for us to do about our visa, but she said they are doing business with those who are departing the Philippines. They have to come to immigration to get a stamp. That's the only people they're dealing with right now. No problem. No problem. All right. I hate to put you through this long story, but it's the best way for you to understand this. Why there's really buttheads out there. And I mean buttheads. Really bad people. So we come home. Mission accomplished. We got to go around for the day. Yada, yada, yada. We're cooling off in our aircon because, it's real hot. I'm having a beer. Whatever. We're going to have lunch. Whatever. So we chill out. She goes on her phone, and one of her friends is online on his live stream. He's in this channel right now. But he's on his live stream. She goes, I'm going to go say hi to this person. So she goes and says hi to this person. Guess who's in there? This couple. Hello, hello, hello. And his wife. No problem. On their own separate channels. They're in there visiting this individual. Fine, no problem. I'm disinterested. I don't care. So she's saying hello to the host. And after a few little howdy doodies and whatever, the host says, so how was your, what did you find out about your visas today? And she told him, well, I'm not an expert. Tim knows more, but we're still okay. We don't have to work our visas, our expired visas, until the quarantine is lifted, and we'll have 30 days. No problem. Well, hello, hello, hello challenged her and started asking her a couple questions. And she repeated what she heard at the immigration office. It's like he didn't believe her, but it didn't matter. And then hello, hello, hello started talking with the host about it. No big deal. She said her hellos and then her goodbyes because we're going to eat lunch, whatever. Later that night, hello, hello, hello uploads a video called Immigration. I'm over there doing dishes because it's late. It's like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, and I'm kind of OCD. I'm kind of anal about, I want the sink to be clear of dishes. When I wake up the next morning, I want to have my coffee with a clean sink and spoons and coffee cups, whatever. It wasn't a lot, but I always tidy up a little bit. Well, she put this video from hello, hello, hello up on the damn TV screen on the smart TV. Now, I'm hearing it, but I'm not paying attention. And she calls me over. She says, honey, come over here. I said, what? And I was just finishing up. I turned the faucet off, and I still kind of got wet hands. I'm shaking them in the sink. And I come over, and I walk towards into the living room to the TV, and I'm kind of drying my hands on my shorts, and I'm listening. And he's talking about, he was in a live stream today where somebody said that they went to immigration. And he's walking around his China trailer trash house or something like that. I forget what they call it. And he's got his phone, and he says, so this person says immigration was open. And he does one of these. He ducks his head, and he's shaking it and laughing, just like this. And he looks back at the camera and goes, guys, I know some people will do anything to give information, false information or whatever, but we all know today, I called, now this is a late video up, or he did it sometime during the day, probably when he got off that other person's live stream where him and my wife were, where he was talking to my wife asking her, you were at immigration today, really? So he's saying, I called all the immigration offices, I called this city, that city, I even reached out and called this city, and I called Manila. I don't want to say the cities because might give away where hello, hello, hello lives. So I don't want to give that away. So he says he called all these places, went online, talked to his buddies, because that's what he's good for, talking to his damn buddies. Immigration is not open. They never have been. They may be closed where he's at. I don't know this. It could be. Some offices might be closed. At the very end of this video, he chimes in, he goes, is immigration open? No. Are there a couple people that might be working in there in the offices, manning the offices? Yeah, maybe, but nobody's going in. And he was basically calling her a liar without saying that. He was basically calling her out without saying her name, without actually calling her a liar. But what he was getting at, if you watch that video, he was beating around a bush saying, she doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. It's like, really? Then where were we today? I'm vlogging it. Bureau of Immigration. He didn't watch our live stream, and that's fine. He didn't watch our live stream. So what did that make him? That made him uninformed. Uninformed. What an ass neck. And he continues on in his video pretty much saying, guys, trust me, they're not open, they've never been open, whatever. So after it was over, because the video was several hours old, we're looking at the comments. And one of my good friends commented to him, that was the first comment I saw, and he says, what are you talking about? Where do you get your information? Where does he ever get his information? I'll explain that in a little bit. I'll tell you. He's saying, where'd you get your information? A good friend of mine, and he was referring to my wife, just went in there, not once, but twice. He forgot the third time. But she went in there twice. So where are you getting your information? You don't know what you're talking about. And then there was like 8 or 9 other comments that were commenting on my friend's comment and kind of siding with hello. And they were saying, yeah, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. My husband went there. There was chains and locks on all the doors. We called. We went there. Another one said the same thing. There were chains and locks on the doors. They're locked up. There's nobody there. Hasn't been, and there won't be for a while. Amazing. Amazing. And guess what he did by the next day? Hello, left the video up, but he removed that entire conversation. He took it down. Why? Did he find out after the fact? Or did he get himself some edumacation? Did he get educated? Because he was uneducated. He was uneducated. He was uninformed. And then he turned around and he allowed himself to be uneducated. What the hell? She was in the immigration. I was right there. I recorded it. It's a video. You can go watch it. Call me a liar. You can't, because there it was. But he went to make a video saying he knew better. And maybe where he's at, his immigration office is closed. I don't know, maybe. But he says clearly in his video, I called Manila. And they're closed. Tell you what, I don't get it. I don't get it. But this is the kind of person that he is. So this person, this individual, hello, he believes, and this is words out of his own mouth, he believes that anybody who's visited him even once, whether it's a single person, a couple, whatever, if they start up a YouTube channel and become a vlogger in any capacity, live stream, singular, couples, whatever, it's because of him. He believes this. He believes this is because of him. He's admitted it. He's said it on his live streams. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit more history. When I hooked up with this individual, it was just before I left the States. I was around 6 weeks before I was leaving the States. And even though I know the Philippines, intimately, I've been coming in and out here since 1980. I was stationed here. I'm married to one for 38 years. Nobody's going to tell me about the Philippines. But I'm not stupid and I'm not naive. I thought I would be further ahead if I reached out and found a vlogger, an expat, a YouTuber, whatever you want to call it, and see if I could get anything updated, something that might benefit me. I don't know, anything. I didn't even know what I was looking for. And I searched around and hit a couple channels and no, I don't like that guy. No, that guy only talks about chasing women and relationships. This guy only talks about that or whatever. But I landed on hello, hello, hello. And I said, it seems like he likes to give out information. No problem, no problem. So I joined the room, did a little chatting, said who I was, where I was coming. Guess what? I already had my YouTube channel. I just hadn't done any vlogging yet. My daughter helped me create my channel about that time before I left. I didn't even know what vlogging meant. I thought, when she told me, Dad, you should vlog when you go over there, I said, you mean like record stuff? I had no idea because I wasn't into YouTube. So while I was there, I asked a couple questions. He gave me some information. I was appreciative. I think I gave him a super chat of like $20, $25, and I did another one for like 10 or 20 bucks, something like that. Just a couple, not much. No problem. We get on a plane, we come over here. When I come over here, I reconnect with hello, hello, hello. Hey, I'm in country, I'm doing fine. I'm discovering a few other channels, I'm getting to know people, whatever, yada, yada, yada. And I'm a religious, not religious, but you know, I'm a consistent follower of this individual because I didn't think nothing was wrong with him. No big deal, no big deal. But as time went on, I was discovering that I didn't understand half his content, whether it was in his many regurgitated videos that are about the same shit over and over again, just worded differently. They're just worded differently, but it's the same shit. Go look at them over and over and over, and so are the live streams. But that's just my opinion. That's my view of it. So I said, I'm not getting much by coming here. There's not a lot here. I'm for me. So I kind of stay connected. I watched a video here and there. They watched my videos here and there. I watched both their channel videos here and there. I just wasn't going back as much live in the live streams. I mean, where does this guy get his information? He sits there and spews out all of this information for a whole bunch of people that don't know any better, that they can get the same information, if not more, if not up to date, more current and more up to date, just by going on the web themselves and Googling the shit. Where does he get his information? Where, whoever knows him, when have you seen him leave? When? You haven't. He sits on his couch, he walks around his Chinese trailer trash thing or whatever you call it, and he puts out videos. About what? I'm going to tell you where he gets his information. From online, from watching other YouTubers' videos, other vloggers' live streams, probably from his wife because she's a local, for whatever she knows, that she can provide him with information, and from his friends. I'm like, what is that? I used to challenge him on a video he would do, and not in a bad way, but in my comment I would say, did you actually go there? Did you talk to somebody? Or, no, my friend. No, bullshit. I don't want to hear about your friend. What do you know? What do you know? I don't want to hear second and third hand information. If that's the case, have that person do a vlog or a live stream. I'd rather hear it from them because they did it firsthand. Look, look, look. If I want to go and know about the bar scene and know about women, I'm going to go to a vlogger that goes around and dates girls and hangs out with the girls and knows about the girls. Why the hell am I going to sit there and listen to some ass neck that's going to try to tell me 15 tips on how to date a Filipina? 15 best places to find a Filipina. Really? Really? Have you been to these places? Have you dated this many girls? What qualifies you? Your friend? The internet? I don't get it. This person met his wife online, came over here and married her. God bless him. That's terrific. I think that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. But how many women did he date in the time it took him to land here and go get married? None. Zero is my guess. That's just my guess. So how is he qualified to speak to such things? He's not. It doesn't make any sense. He's got this regurgitated information and you know, he thinks he's helping a lot of people. And you know, sometimes he actually gets a couple things right. Not often, but it's like half and half. Half of his video shows some correct information and half of it really doesn't. But that's into the eyes of the beholder. But there's a lot of gullible people out there because he misses the bullseye target often. This guy's never been in the military, but yet he'll sit there and tell you about what's going on at the VA clinic in Manila. Yes. Go back and look. Don't believe me? So I do use the VA clinic in Manila. I'm eligible to do that. So I put out a video last summer, like a 30-minute video, something like that, about the very next day after I went for my 6-month checkup. And I said, while I'm here, you can't vlog in there, but I got forms, I got papers, I got all kinds of stuff, and I brought it back, and I did a talking head video, and I gave everything I possibly could about hours of operation, this, that, what do you got to do, who you got to talk to, how to enroll, all this crap. This guy, hello, will sit there and say, well, I had a friend reach out to me, and I get a lot of emails every day, hundreds. I get a lot of emails. And they were asking me about the VA clinic in Manila, and he starts putting out information that is half-assed. It's not correct. Some of it is close, but it's not correct. So you know what I did? Because I used to argue, and even on his live stream, I said, no, Tom, that's not totally true, yada, yada, yada. He didn't like that. He got a little defensive. So you know what I did? I reached out to him. I said, look, I'm going to start sending you flash messages that I get from the U.S. Embassy and the VA clinic in Manila. I'm going to forward them to you. So if you do got these veterans, because I cared about the veteran, I didn't give a shit about this prick. I didn't give a shit about him. But I said, I'm going to help you out here so you can help the vets that are supposedly asking you questions. Here, I'm going to forward the emails on updates, changes, this, that, and the other. And he was appreciative. He said, thank you very much. I really appreciate that every time I sent him one. Maybe sometimes he used it, maybe it wasn't. It didn't matter how insignificant the message from VA clinic or the embassy was. I said, well, I'll forward it to him because he likes to put out information. I would just like to see him start putting it out correctly. Period. Instead of half and half. But that's what he does. That's what he does. He sits there on his couch and he tells you that he knows everything about the Philippines. But where has he been? Where has he been? Ask him. He went on a little vacation to another island once. That's not going down there to extract a bunch of information that you feed daily to 50, 60 viewers. It's meaningless. It's meaningless. It means nothing. Doesn't mean a damn thing. Because he's getting watered down information. Some of it might be accurate, some of it not, but you have no business putting it out. You're better off saying, well, you know, I've never been in the military and I don't use the VA clinic in Manila, but here's a person you can go talk to. There's a guy you can go talk to. Go check out that guy's channel or whatever. It doesn't matter. Not meaning me. I'm just saying anybody who's qualified to speak to that. If somebody asks me, hey, where's the best places to find Filipinas? I can speculate, but I don't date Filipinas. I've been married to one for 38 years. What are some of the best, give me the 15 best tips for dating a Filipina. Really? I can do that? I'd tell somebody Pakistan. Said, I can't help you. There's some other channels out there where that's exclusively what they do. They date Filipinas. They're into that nightlife. That's what they're doing. Go check them out. I hope that helps you. I'm not going to speak to it because I'm not qualified. And neither is this ass neck. He's not qualified. How is he qualified? He's not. He hasn't been anywhere. But yet he's got all these people, followers, and they're so gullible. They've got their tongue so far up his asshole, it's ridiculous. And I used to sit there and watch it. I'm like, I can't believe this. Most of the people that are in his live streams know more than he does. He does. When somebody makes a statement about something information-wise, he goes, exactly, you're right, exactly. What does that mean? All he's doing is pacifying the guest. But the guest knows more than he does. And he just always agrees with him. He'll never disagree with no one. He says, exactly. I don't know. So, one night I was in a live stream of somebody here in the Philippines, another expat, and one of my other good friend expats was in the stream with me. We were visiting this person, not, we just happened to show up there. We didn't go there collectively together. And we're talking and talking, and somehow, hello, hello, hello came up in conversation. It wasn't by me, and it wasn't by my good friend. Wait till you hear this. Wait till you hear this. And it wasn't nothing derogatory. Somebody was talking with the host, or a couple other people were talking, and they're saying, "Hey, hello, hello, hello. I like going there. Oh yeah, you can go. That's a nice channel. You can go over there and get some information." Yeah, no problem. I didn't think nothing of it. No big deal. But what I did think was, it came to my mind because I thought about it earlier. Because I took 3.5 months off from YouTube from October to January for personal reasons. And when I came back and reconnected with people, I was trying to find people and things like that. And so I asked there in the chat room, I said, "Hey, where is this guy and that guy from Hello Hello's channel?" I said, "I haven't seen them. What happened to them?" And I didn't even know them that well. I just remember they were like light fixtures at his channel. And my friend, my expat friend that was in that same channel with me said, "Tell you what, I'll tell you all about it in Messenger." Oh, okay, I didn't think nothing of it, whatever. And so we finished whatever time we were doing in that live stream, we left, and that night we spoke through Messenger. And he told me that the person I was inquiring about had a big fallout. Hello, hello, hello. Now, I'm not going to go into that, but he laid it all out for me. I'm not going to tell you what the friend who was chatting with me on Messenger, I'm not going to tell you what his opinions were about it. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. But he laid it all out for me. And so we're texting back and forth, the fallout between hello, 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 and the person I was inquiring about. We were probably doing that for an hour and a half, roughly. Maybe, something like that. And we went on and talked about a couple other subjects. Well, as soon as we said our good nights and our goodbyes, as soon as I got off the phone, I had a ping saying I had a message. I opened it up, and what is it? Lo and behold, it's an email from hello, 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 telling me the person that I was inquiring about and talking to with my other expat friend on Messenger, avoid him like the plague. And he sent this long ass, and I mean long, where's my phone? Yeah, he sent me this long email telling me about what this guy was and his wife and all this. And I'm like, why is he telling me this? You know what I mean? So what it meant was, yep, there's still people in there. What it meant was, there were still, he was in that live stream. Didn't announce himself, he was in the background. And he found out, he heard that I'd asked this question. And so he went, and while we were talking, he banged out this big email and sent me this really bad email, or an email that was really slamming this person and his wife. And I was like, why would he tell me this? I didn't know what to do. I was shy. I just said, thanks. That's it. I called my friend right back and I said, guess what I just got? Right after we get off the phone. And he said he wasn't surprised. Isn't that the act of a troll? Isn't that a troll? Why are you sitting there in the background listening in on people? And then how did you know? How did you know we were in that room and I asked that question about that individual, where did he go? And then you all of a sudden send me this huge email slamming this guy. Then when I first went live, either it was my first or second live stream, he sends me another big long email warning me to stay away from 2 people that showed up in my first or second live stream. I forget which one. Slamming them. Who does this? Who does these kind of things? You tell me. I had no idea. I'm like, I'm a big boy. Let me figure out who's in my stream, who's in my channel, and I'll work it out myself if I think they're undesirable. Undesirable or not. Let me work it out. I'm a big boy. It's my channel. Why are you sending me emails on who is undesirable to you? You're the one that's undesirable. And you know, of course, he probably expected me to keep these emails in confidence, and I did. You know why? Because all three of these guys, I never told them, because we're friends. I never told them about the emails. You know that? I never told them about the emails. They've only recently found out. Recently, because I thought it was time to open up a can of whip ass. You understand me? Do you guys get that? I had 3 emails that were speaking derogatory about these 3 guys who I'm friends with today. But I never told them. I never told them. I was mature. I thought it had nothing to do with keeping his confidentiality. I give a shit about that. But I didn't think I wanted to create heartache and stir a can of worms, or I just left it alone. We're friends. I don't care about it. But I'm telling you now, you don't believe me? Hello, hello, hello. Do you want to see the emails? You want me to open them up and read them? Would you like that? Hello, hello, hello. The emails that you sent me telling me to stay away from people just because you had a falling out with them, or you didn't like them, or you blocked them, or whatever. Doesn't matter. Would you like me to open it up and read them? Would you guys like me to read it to you? Everyone in the chat room? Huh? Would you like to see these emails? I got them. They're right here. You piece of shithead, man. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. That's what these people do. So the education part of this, the part I'm trying to teach all of you, because this is for educational purposes, is you have to be careful about how far you go. And the moral of the story is, when somebody's secretly, overtly coming behind and trying to drop a dime in your ear about somebody, and you don't even know the people that you're talking about. I didn't even know these guys. The 3 guys that I knew one of them, the other 2 I didn't even know. They were new to me when I first started my live streams. But he didn't waste no time, and he came over and slammed them and said, avoid these guys like the plague, yada, yada, yada. Tried to give me a whole bunch of bullshit reasons. I'm like, how about letting me figure that out for myself? And guess what? Today, I'm tight as hell with all 3 of these guys. And I never told them, A, about my feelings and my outlook on hello, hello, hello. Never shared that with them. Never shared it. They watch my videos. They come to my live streams. I go and see them. Whatever. We communicate, whatever. But never about that. And I never shared those emails with them. I didn't say, man, I got a really nasty email about you. I'm supposed to avoid you. I'm glad I didn't take his advice, because these are 3 terrific guys. They're okay in my book. I don't have a falling out. I don't have a problem with them. What the hell's the big deal? So this guy, hello, 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 he's really a troll. But he'll talk about trolls and slam them on his channel. Oh, we don't want trolls. My wrenches will take care of them. Yeah, we don't like them, whatever. But what he does is he goes and hides in other people's live streams, and he tries to hear and pick up what he can, because that's how he gets information, and that's how he puts it out to you. That's right. That's right. Because even when I dumped him and kind of just said, he has nothing to offer me, he puts out half-ass information, and half-ass means it's not complete, because he gets it from sitting on his couch, sitting on a laptop, whatever, walking around his Chinese trailer trash, whatever you call it, and putting out videos with information derived from the internet, watching other guys' videos, watching other people's live streams, and his friends. To me, that's watered down 2nd and 3rd generation freaking information. It's bullshit. And I didn't want to hear it, so I had a choice. I said, I'm kind of done with you. And he didn't like that. Because it almost seems that when you're in that person's live stream, if you don't super chat or send anything or whatever, you're last month's flavor of the day. That's it. That's it. Period. You can feel the ice coldness. He says hello to you, but he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. You just get that sense. How is it that somebody, if you all came and we had a conversation here and we were talking about a subject and you said something that I disagreed with, you know what I'm going to tell you? I disagree with that, and here's my reason. And we're still friends and we can move on. This guy, when somebody makes a statement, information-wise or whatever, he goes, exactly right. You know, and it's like, no, that guest is wrong. That guest is not qualified. He might know a little bit about that, but he's not really qualified. So that answer is not completely right. Exactly is what he says. It's like, what is this? What does that mean? It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So you need to be careful about who you're boozing up to closely on YouTube. You just don't know. You don't know. But when you're sending somebody emails to tell you to stay away from people, and who am I to you? I'm nobody to you. I'm, if anything, controversial and argumentative for some of the crap you put out. As in the comments I leave you on your videos when I kind of try to call your bluff, when I try to correct you on your live streams. Why would you try to protect me? What bestowed that honor on me that you want to protect me? Nothing. Zero. You could shit about me one way or the other. But what you're doing is you're a little bitch troll. That's what you're doing. You're trying to control people. You're trying to control your little focus group. And what you want is new people to come in so you can look like the hurrah man. Hello, hello, hello. Today's topic, I'm going to give you this information. Oh, stop the presses. Where the hell did you get it? Oh, well, my friend. No, hell with your friend. I don't care. Then let me talk to your friend. Why do I want to sit there and listen to you pump out a bunch of half-ass information? Sometimes you get some things right, but many times you're off course because you're not qualified. You're not qualified. You sit down there in the jungle and you don't go anywhere. You're afraid of your own shadow. Do you even go to town by yourself? Where do you go? You see where I go. Everyone sees where I go. I'm not afraid. I think you're afraid. I think you're afraid to get out there and explore and show some of the real Philippines, whatever. Nope. You fat cake eating brick. All you do is sit there and try to harness information from second and third parties while you're stuffing your fat ass with that cake. That's it. That's what you do. And you're worthless. Let's say it one more time. You fit the university of the 3 U's. You're uninformed. You're uneducated. And you most certainly are undesirable. Anybody that goes around and hides in people's live streams to extract information just to go back and send other people emails on who they're talking to has to be a big fat cake eating piece of shit. Who does that? But you're God-fearing people? Really? You don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't swear, you're religious, and this is some of the shit that you do? Good on you for dragging my name through your live stream. You cake-eating fat-ass prick. You know that? Good for you that you drug my name through the mud. You and your crony. Get with the program. Really? That must be really important to you. You slam a girl live on your live stream, whether it's true what she did or not, what you claim she did or not. I'm not going to defend her because I have no knowledge. and you drag me right along with it. Is it because I took your couple of your time slots, I jumped in and changed my schedule that conflicts with your time slots? Oh, you poor thing. Honey, go get me a crying towel. I need a crying towel, please. Can you stop the presses? I'm gonna get a crying towel. I'm gonna get a crying towel.
I think you need the big one.
Here you go. Here you go. Oh yeah, he's a big fat cake eating prick, right? So here's a really big crying towel for you, because, and you know what he's gonna say? Oh, I don't care if he's in my this time slot. You don't own it. You don't own it. Nobody owns any time slot. Any time slot you go into, somebody's gonna be live. It doesn't matter. You do what's best for you. That's what most people do. You don't have to believe me that I said one day we're going to go to daytime. We're going to try to hold one, maybe two. Some people won't like it. We'll lose a couple. I'm going to lose some friends from this. And that's not the gist of this. I'm not trying to get people to move away from hello, 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 or get with the program. I'm not trying to get people to move away from them. Stay with them. That's not the intent of this educational forum that we're having tonight. The purpose is to bring awareness to you on how many people out there look so realistic, so authentic, but all they are fat cake eating pieces of shit. That's all they are. I just told you the truth. I gave you the means to go find out for yourself. I gave you timelines. I gave you specifics. Everything. Right here. I got it all. Oop, there goes another page. It's right here. And I've got his emails sending to me, telling me to lose these people. Why? Because you don't like them? Because you had a fallout with them? And don't tell me. I'm a man. I did 20 years in the Navy. What did you do? I forget. He's a chimney sweeper or some shit like that. I forget. I don't know. I don't care. I can respect you for who you are. But when you're going to come behind and talk to me, somebody who's, I'm not one of his blue wrenches. He's made blue wrenches of people that came well after me. I didn't care. It's no big deal. No big deal. But that tells me what he thinks about me, probably from the word go. But I stopped giving him super chats. I stopped visiting him just because he was boring. He's boring as shit for me. Didn't do nothing for me. He was not providing no information for me. But he saw fit to look out for me, you know, take care of good old Tim, his buddy, and send me emails to get rid of 3 people. Who does that? I can't figure that out I've got wrenches. I can block people. I don't need him to tell me this shit. But he did. And I didn't even tell these guys about these emails until recently. Now, one of these guys he had a big fallout with, this live stream where he drugged my name through the mud, he mentioned his name. He said, and I'm talking about the girl that supposedly said some bad things. I don't know if it's true or not. And he said, yeah, he said some bad things about this person by name, and that person, and my good friend, Bap. Yep. Mercury. He said that. My good friend, my good buddy. I'm sorry. What did I write down? My good buddy, Mercury. Mercury wants nothing to do with him. He clarified that. He wants nothing to do with him because of how bad he talked about him and his wife. And you'd have to get the rest from Mercury. Mercury 3. You'd have to get the rest from him. But he slammed him and his wife badly on that email he sent me. Really bad. I'm like, I don't even know this person. I saw him. I'd seen where he was, but I don't even know him. Why are you telling me this? Because he was trolling behind the scenes in a live stream that I was talking with somebody else, inquiring what happened to this guy. I didn't know. And so while we're off talking on text, he's explaining it to me, breaking it down. He's over there hammering out an email and shoots it to me sometime during our conversation saying, don't go with this person, stay away from him, this is what happened. Yep. Who does that? You know, if it was a pedophile, a rapist, a murderer, a drug dealer, something like that, by all means tell me. But just because you don't like him, what does that got to do with me? You know? What does that got to do with me?
You got more?
I'm fine. Yep. For us to do a live stream on the road and go into immigration 2 to 3 times, and for him to upload a video and call my wife a liar, he didn't say that, but he might as well have, because he was just shaking his head laughing
Oh,
like,
I'm stupid.
she's stupid, she doesn't know what he's talking about. It's like, well then where were we today? What does those letters mean up there? Bureau of Immigration. I don't know. But you can see my video from that same day, and then you can see his video, or you can see my live stream, my live vlog from that earlier in that day, and then see his video that night contesting it. Now, if he wanted to say, yeah, immigration's closed down here by us, as far as I know, none are open or something, that's fine. I called here, I called there, I called Manila, nobody there. Yeah, chains on the doors with locks. When did you go? Sunday night at 9:30? You cake eating freak. Really? How can you contradict a recorded live video? How do you do that? Why would you stick your big ass foot in your big ass cake eating mouth? Why would you do that? I don't get it. Because you're uninformed. Because you're uneducated. And all that troll activity and all this crap that you put out, how you're nice to people until they don't give you nothing, or you don't like them no more, or they're hanging out with somebody you don't like, that makes you undesirable. Congratulations, and here's your crying towel for me taking up some of your so-called time slots during the week. And you know, he's going to come back and they're going to talk about this on his channel, whatever, and it's going to be denial. Not a river that runs through Africa. I'm talking about denial. But you know what? You can't deny this. I've got the emails. You cake eating piece of crap. How are you going to do that? How are you going to do people like that? Really? You're just a super nice dad. You're just a super nice uncle that you put out all this half-ass down information to everybody every day. Your videos are all regurgitated, recycled. It's the same shit over and over and over. Why don't you go out for a walk and get lost somewhere? You're a little afraid, ain't you? You're scared. Come on, come on, come on. You're scared, ain't you? You big Jesus. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. Go look. You'll see. You'll see. It's the same shit. It's the same shit over and over. And you know, when I get bored and tired of a channel, I drift away. I'm like, yeah, you know, we're still friends. I'll come check you out once in a while. I don't say that, but in my mind, but you're just kind of boring. Your content doesn't thrill me. I'll come and see you when I want to take a nap. Then I'll watch you because you're putting me to sleep. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's my choice. I had nothing against you. I never did like the emails, but I'm a man, and I took it that way. You're trying to get me to leave 3 people who today are my friends. And you tried to get me to move away from them. Poor little old Tropical Tim, and who am I to you? We have nothing in common. Zero. I helped you out. I sent you emails. I would forward emails from the embassy in Manila, and you said thank you very much, and that was fine because I was trying to help you out. Because I was getting sick and tired of you putting out bullshit information. You cake-eating fat ass. Really? But you could drag my name through the mud, right? Right? on information you didn't even have. You assumed. You assumed. And you made a big mistake. Now ask me, if I lost my channel or YouTube or whatever, you think I'm going to need this? Hell no. Can't you tell that I do this because I enjoy doing it? Who the hell walks 10 kilometers over a whole day from here all the way up to Rizal Park, or from here to SM Mall, or drives jeepneys and drives Colesses and drives ships, to-go ships, and all those things? Who does that? I had to use the Talking Head live stream, and it helped me get through lockdown. It helped me and my wife, and it helped a lot of people that were watching us. It helped get us through it. Was that my choice? No. But we learned a lot and we did fine. But I want to be on the go. You want to sit on and eat all the cake that's still there. Cake eater. You don't know shit. Because you've been here, 4, 5, 6 years? You know something? You don't know nothing. Where have you been? Where'd you go? Show me some videos where you just took off somewhere and hung out with the people and vlogged them and talked to them and whatever. Oh, let me see something like that. What do you got? What do you got to show? You ain't got shit. But you got your buddies, get with the program. And I actually feel sorry for that guy. I actually feel sorry for that guy. Because he followed right along. You baited some of those people on that particular live stream, and you were berating this girl, which that's your business. It's your live stream. I don't care. I only fell into it by accident. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. I'm happy I did, because normally I wouldn't have went there. It was his wife's live stream, and my wife likes to say hi to her. She don't want nothing to do with him. So only by accident did I see that. Had that not have happened, we might not even be having this conversation, at least not tonight. You would have did something else stupid and would have made me probably eventually come to this. Because nobody else wants to. Nobody else has cojones, man. Nobody's got cojones. Nobody wants to reach out and offend you. I'm not even here to offend you. I'm just here to tell you you're a cake-eating fat son of a bitch. That's it. That's all you are. You're a blob. You're a piece of meat on the couch. You ain't shit. You want to drag my name through the mud? Bring it. Bring it. Bring it, bitch. Bring it.
Drink your beer.
I'm doing good. I've been trying to maintain control, but, my wife did not want me to do this at first. But then when she started seeing everything being pieced together, and then when he called her out on us going to immigration that day, called her out in a live stream, and then threw that video up there, there's no immigration. There's no, it's not there. He's doing one of these, some people, just some people, you can't figure them out. They just put out false information. Yeah, it was so false that, I had the immigration office right at my ass. I was standing right there. I sat on one of their chairs. She passed through the guards a couple times. Got searched, her purse, whatever. But we weren't there. He knows we weren't there. That was all a mirage. It was all fake. So you people that continue to go there, and there's some people in the stream here right now that are devout followers. And I'm okay with that. It doesn't matter. Again, I'm going to lose some friends because, and I hope I don't, but they're going to make a decision. I'm not here to draw you away from anybody and come to me or nothing like that. You stay with, you stay there. It's okay. You stay there. It's no big deal. Really. If you like playing charades and you like getting smoke blown up your ass And the smoke and mirrors information channel thing, go for it. I don't care. And besides, you know a lot of friends in there anyway, so you all continue to do that. It doesn't bother me. Regrettably, the channels that these people go into that I also go into, I may have to make a decision and go in there. If I see them, am I going to go in there and be comfortable? Are they going to be comfortable if I go in there? I'm usually the guy that will take a step back and go, no, you all can hang out and do that. I don't want to disrupt anyone. I don't want to disrupt anything. I'm not going to do that. So I say, regrettably, I may lose some friends. Let's not mistake that with subscribers, because I give a shit about subscribers. I don't really care. But there's going to be some friends that can't visit me. Or they can visit me. I don't know how much I can visit them, because I don't want to create tension or an uneasy feeling. Because when this is over tonight, it's done. I go back to normal, and that's done. That's done. And I wish I knew these guys, these three guys that he tried to put me off on earlier, because now that they're my friends, I will defend them. I can't speak to what happened before. I don't know what falling out they had. I have no clue. I never asked them, oh, did you know that hello doesn't like you and blocked you for yada, yada, yada reason? I never brought that up. It wasn't important to me. What was important was I was building relationships with these people, and they never did me no wrong. We're bonding more and more all the time, so it was not a big issue. Not a big issue. But he saw fit to sneak around and drop emails on me, telling me, get away from these people. Why are you concerned about me? You know, where do I, how do I exemplify this honor? Why am I being so honored that you want to help me out? Right? It just goes to show you. It just goes to show you, you got to be careful about who comes across as that really good, nice guy next door kind of deal, and yet they're vicious, they're mean. They don't bother me. They don't bother me. I'm only doing this because I wanted to take someone out behind a woodshed and give them a good old-fashioned ass whooping, because they've earned it. They've earned it. There's no denial. I've given you all the proof, everything. I don't have to exaggerate. I don't have to pile on. I'm just telling you exactly what happened, and I can prove it. We've got the live streams, we've got the videos, we've got the emails, we've got, I didn't even tell you this, but people have already confided in me and told me they've got emails from him that talk derogatory about a bunch of other people that I don't even know about. Yep, they got them. And they're right there waiting with them if there's a need for them. I would say to hello, if you're struggling to come up with fresh content during the times you do your lives, maybe reduce them. Maybe just do 1 or 2 lives a week. Maybe do 2 or 3 videos a week. Because you ain't got shit, nothing new to me and probably to a lot of people. But somebody's gullible. There's always somebody gullible that's following it. All the time. All the time. So, do not enroll in this university. It's called the 3U University. The 3U, the University of 3Us. Do not fall into this. Do not be the person that is uninformed, which means don't open your mouth until you have all the facts. Do not be the person that's uneducated. Get all your facts, get it right, get the information correct. Try to obtain the information for yourself instead of watered down 2nd and 3rd generation from Google, friends, watching other people's LSs, watching other videos. Get yourself educated. That way, you won't become undesirable. They're out there. They're out there. I just told you about a couple, and I could tell you about a few more. But I decided not to. I decided there's a couple others out there that they're not as bad as this. They did some boneheaded moves, and I'm just going to chill out on that. It's nothing I can't handle. It's not worth exposing them. They deserve it. They deserve a little ass beaten, but maybe I'll think of a different way. And maybe I'll give them another chance. I don't know. But usually I'm the kind of person that if I sense you're a fat, cake-eating piece of crap, I just move away from you. I just go another direction. I'm okay with that. I get it. But all the things that have culminated with this particular individual and some of his cronies, I decided it was time to come out and set the record straight and let him know, you're not getting away with this crap no more. You're exposed. You're exposed for what you really are. You're a troll. You're a liar and you're a troll. That's all you are. You heard it right here. You're a liar and you're a troll. You try to be nice, and maybe you're just stupid. Maybe all this is because you're just ignorant. Maybe you don't know or realize what you're doing. It's possible. I thought about that. I said, maybe this guy's just ignorant. Maybe he needs to watch his videos and look at himself and say, man, I'm really stupid. For me, that's how I look at it. So, that's it. I'm done. Yeah, I'm not going to beat a dead horse, nothing like that. But I would like, for a few moments, take a few moments to thank everyone for coming here. Now I'd like to read some of your input, whatever. Again, we're not name dropping, because my wrenches I've already been notified that if anyone tries to guess who I'm talking about, they're going to delete that message. We don't need that. We don't want a name drop. We don't want to do that, do we? Hello, hello, hello. We don't name drop, do we? Love, love, love. And remember, he could be lurking right over your shoulder during your live stream. Because that's where he gets his information. Apparently. How would he know that I was in that live stream with my other friend and then send me, and he wasn't there, and send me an email telling me to avoid people, certain individuals? I was like, really? I didn't know you were in that live stream. So anyway, even before we came on, as usual, we had nine thumbs down, roughly 3 hours before we went live. Huh? So it is what it is, you know. That's just that screen there. That has nothing to do with it. Yeah, you can scroll up and you'll see the rest of the whole screen.
Oh, okay.
So we don't care about that, but that's the people that are out there, you know, just not into, I don't know. Some people say they don't like success. I don't know that I'm successful or not. I don't look at it that way. Some people are jealous. Some people are this. Some people, generally, I don't say things that offend people. I just don't. I'm articulate and careful about what I say and who I say it to. And if I do, someone can tell me, I'll say, whoa, I'm sorry, my bad. That came out wrong, didn't mean to say that, whatever. But I certainly don't go camp out in somebody's live stream and listen without announcing myself and then go report back to the posse. What is that? I don't even get what that is. But it's done. It's being done, and I'm sure he's not the only one that does it, because he clearly demonstrated it. He can't deny it. He can't deny the emails. He can't deny nothing. And he certainly can't deny that he's the one who ate the last piece of cake. We know this. We know this. Anyway. So, that's all I got. We're going to go ahead and end this stream.
I thought you were going to read their...
Nope. I decided I hadn't read comments, so I'm not going to. Jules of Genius here. Look at all the lovely people here. Inai, Muggs, Cool Inferno, the lovely Appsters. Look at Jeff. Jeff, what are you doing? Philippines Fun with JLB. There are so many great channels here, guys. By now, with all these people in this room, if you haven't written somebody down, one or two, and go visit them on your, when you got time, you're missing out. You're missing out on a lot of cool people here. Wow, that's unbelievable. This is a mecca of some really good channels. Not cake eaters, not couch potatoes, but really good channels. All with different content, all of them doing something different. That's what you want to see. These are the people you want to see. I'm so happy to see all of you here. I really am. I hope you're understanding what tonight's episode was about. I don't like to attack people. I don't consider an attack. Tonight I wanted to educate you all. I wanted to educate all of you on the University of the 3 years. Don't be an undesirable. Make sure you're educated. And most certainly, before you open your mouth, make sure you are not uninformed. Make sure you are informed. Otherwise, you have no right opening your mouth. And when you slam people in public, stand by and get ready. Even if the person is guilty, even if the person that they're accosting did what they said they did. Why do you got to drop it on an open forum? Aren't those hate channels? Don't those qualify as hate? I've always thought those fall into the category of hate channels. And then when you send emails to people secretly, undercover, covertly, telling people avoid this person, that person, and that person, isn't that a form of a troll? And when you sit in somebody's live stream and you don't announce that you're there, and we've all done it. I've done it. I've gone to people's live streams. I saw who was in there, and I said, no, that's not really my flavor. That's not my group. Those are people that I know who they are. I got nothing against them, but I generally don't hang out because what they talk about, just doesn't appeal to me. So I leave without saying hello. Because once I enter a stream, I'm definitely given 30 minutes. I always do. Nobody here can ever deny that. Nobody. Maybe a handful of times, 5 or something, I was ready to go out the door. I was waiting for my wife to finish putting makeup, getting dressed, whatever. Okay, let's go. I'm ready. And oh man, we're heading out the door. I'm so sorry. I'll get back with you next time, but I just saw you, so I want to give you a quick thumbs up, share the love, whatever, see you later. At the most. But generally when I go into a live stream, I'm going to stay for at least 30 minutes. But to go in there and hang out in the background to gather information so you've got something to talk about, so you can go out and put some hate emails, why would you do that? What does that gain? Where's that getting you? I don't know. It's amazing. It's amazing. You get a few years under your belt and you get a pretty decent size following and pretty good size number of subscribers. You kind of think, well, hell, I can kind of talk about whatever I want and everyone's going to believe me, whether I'm telling the truth or not. I think that's what they think. They're insecure in their own mind. When people come to my live stream and ask me a question, if I don't know it, I tell them, whoa, I don't, and people have heard me say that many times. They have. They've confirmed that. They said, they know, Tim will say, I don't know that. I'm not quite, even if it's something about the Philippines. I want to be able to say I know a lot about the Philippines, but there's many things I don't know. And I flat out tell them, I don't know. I can get an answer for you, but I have no clue. I don't know. Go check out, what's her name? She's got a good channel. She knows a lot about that. She lives in that area, whatever. Or go check out, what's his name? I think he knows more about that. You might want to visit with him. That's what I'll say. I don't go to the internet or third generation information from my friends, or watch other live streams to get the information. Even if you hear something from me, you should not necessarily take it verbatim to the bank. I would hope you trusted me that if I told you something, you understand it and you accept it and that it's true, because you came to understand and trust that I'm not going to give you bad information. I'm not. But others, they'll tell you whatever you want to hear. Whatever you want to hear. What good is that? What good does that do you? Doesn't do anyone no good. Zero. Where's my phone? Oh. You know what I mean? It just doesn't do anybody any good. So, oh, there we go. Yeah. You just got to be careful and stay educated, stay informed, and don't become undesirable. You do that when you open your mouth and you talk about things that you don't know what you're talking about. You're guessing. You're reaching. Well, I'm pretty sure, I think I heard, one of my friends told me, let me just reach, and whatever I come down with, oh, here's the answer. But you didn't go do the work for yourself. Sitting on a computer in front of the internet, emailing friends back and forth, watching other people's videos or live streams, that is not full 100% bona fide information. It's partial at best. It's just partial. You need to do some legwork. But you can't do that when you're sitting there stuffing your face with cake. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It is what it is. Listen, you guys have been just terrific. I hope I didn't offend anyone. That's not my objective. That was not my goal. And I hope I didn't really offend anyone that I'm speaking about or to. I'm sure it's going to happen, but it's not my objective. My objective was to say, change, show a little bit of remorse, and if anybody here wants to get back in my good graces, it's real simple. It's real simple. All you have to do is go on one of your live streams and make a public apology. I'm not telling you to apologize about what you said about the girl. She's going to fight her own battles. That has nothing to do with me. But if it comes to me, if you want to get back in my good graces, you can do it. You can do it. All you have to do is issue a public apology. Nothing fancy, nothing formal. Just come out and tell me that you're sorry. And I'm okay with it. That's right. And if you don't do that, guess what? I'm still going to sleep good at night. I'm forgiving. I know how to move on. So if I mean that much to you that you would secretly send me emails telling me to avoid bad people who turned out to be my friends, if you thought that much of me, maybe you'll think that much of me even now, even still, that I did this tonight. And you'll want me back in your good graces, or you'll want me to take you back into my good graces. You can do that. All you got to do is issue a public apology. Swallow your pride and embarrassment for a day. You're not. I already know that. You're not going to do it, but you never know. You might. I've seen stranger things have happened. Listen, you guys have been great. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to call my stream. I didn't want to rant and rave forever. I wanted to get it out. I think I actually did a pretty good job getting my points across. That's what I really wanted to do. I just wanted to drive home the point that you're not going to get away with it. You're not going to get away with it. It's on record. I said nothing derogatory to you or anybody, but I called you out and I gave you my own personal take and my personal feelings on that. That's it. You're Christian, but yet you do all this covert, undercover stuff. What is that? What is that? But you have to live with yourself. You have to look in the mirror. I hope all your friends stay with you. This was not about moving anyone off of you, getting them away from you. Nothing like that. Maybe think about making a change. You don't have to, But here's an opportunity for you. As far as the other guy, I feel sorry for him. I think he got caught up in the crap. But that's what happens when you're a follower. You know? There's only three things you can do. You either lead, follow, or you get the hell out of the way. You can't do all three. You lead, you follow, or you get the hell out of the way. And I think this guy is just a follower. That's just how I view it. And he got caught up. Is it forgivable? It is. But don't ever drag my name through the mud unless you are well informed, you are educated, and that makes you desirable. If you're informed and educated, you are desirable. If not, you go right back to those three signs. You go to the University of 3 U's. 3 U's. That's it. I'm out. Love all of you for coming here. I hope nobody's too angry at me. I don't want you to hate on the person that, or the people that I've talked about. I wanted to educate you and let you know what to look for in YouTube and how to react and what to do about it. You know, you can react. You can be reactionary. I'm not threatening nobody. I'm not, nothing like that. A cuss word here and there slipped out a little bit, but this is all about educating everybody and letting them know if things like this are happening to you can keep walking away, but eventually you're going to have to turn around and you're going to have to face the music. That's right. And you're going to have to take a stand for yourself. Because normally I walk away, I'm just like, I don't need none of that. But I'm also okay by sitting down and doing something like this. It doesn't bother me. Especially if I think somebody really earned it. They earned it. And I thought about it for a while. After tonight, I'm done. I move on. Tomorrow's a new day. I forget about it. It's forgotten. No big deal. It's okay. But you know what? Out of all that, I still got 3 really good friends that this person tried to turn me away from for his reasons. He didn't even give me a chance to get to know these people. I'm like, I don't even know these people. But because they popped up into my live streams early, and he popped into one of his very few appearances early, he saw them and went, oh, holy shit, I need to tell him. What do you need to tell me? Let me figure it out. If I don't like somebody, I've got wrenches here, and then I can figure it out for myself. You're undesirable. Goodbye. I haven't had that happen. So whatever happened, Fallout, how does that affect me? What a bunch of crap. Is that manly? Is that being an adult? Is that being Christian? I leave that to you. That's it. Thank you so much. Whoops. My next live will be, I forgot.
You forgot.
Yep. Will be Friday morning at 8:30. Why is this not playing? Oh well. That happens, right?
Isn't you?
There it is. Yep. So, there you go. Can you put that speaker on?
All right.
All right. So I would like everyone to say hello and good night. She's been here all night, but this was not part of her show. Maybe she'll say hi to you and say goodbye to a couple of you.
Good night, everyone.
Go over there, get this picture for a minute. Just for a minute. Come on. There we go. That's it, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm spent a little bit. Peace out, and we'll uncut the pot. Be sure and say goodbye to everybody. Again, I hope nobody took this personal. That's not what it was meant to be. I thank my wrenches so much for hanging in there for me, and we'll do it again, just not like this. Don't forget, there's a premiere tonight at 9:30 Philippine time. Mugs It's Organic. Go over and check it out. I'm sure there's some other shows going on. Go have a look around for yourself. Take care. Something's totally wrong with this thing. How's that, honey? Nothing is working. Oh well. Now it is. I lose every time I put my phone. I lose it. I just did all this. Hello.
Hello, everyone. Working on something.
Okay, kill it.
You want the monk? Wait there still? Okay.
Okay.
Let them finish up.
Listening to his music. That's
Yeah,
good.
that's cool.
That's someone who really listens to music.
Mm.
More productive.